Now, historically, at least some time ago, Elazer, he was once the best player in all of Poland. I would say that that was followed by Spirit. Spirit did kind of take that place, or take that title from Elazer a couple of years ago. And nowadays, I will say that's what is kind of in contention. We have players like Geralt, we have Krystianer, we have Spirit, we have Elazer. I might even say that I favor Geralt's Krystianer and Spirit over Elazer currently, but we'll see. We'll see. As I mentioned before, Elazer, he recently came back. Elazer's still regaining his skill, and we'll see how Elazer compares to his fellow countrymen. Let's go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg. It is Elazer. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Offset Esports. It is Krystianer. There we go. Now, if you recall, we were casting Krystianer against Young Yakov last night, and we were talking about how he has a very particular style to PvC that he's very fond of, and that is opening up with Archon drops, going for a Robo follow-up after the Stargate, so Stargate into Robo, into Twilight Council, into Temple Archives, into delayed Archon drop. Is very fond of it. It is a bit of an older school style. We've seen a lot from the Polish or from European Protoss players in general, players like Mana, players like Krystianer, Geralt, alongside Skillus and MaxPax mixing in as well. It's a style that never really caught on amongst the Korean Protosses. And that's what we're expecting here out of Krystianer. Not saying that's all he does, but more often than not, that's kind of what he does delve into. We'll see. See Leo in the chat. We like the tuna. Oh no. Not like this. It is a nice tuna, to be fair, but also unrelated to the tournament. It's unrelated. For now, we have our Stargate open out of Krystianer, which is what we expect. It's the follow-up here that we expect to see something different. So Stargate's on the way into Oracle. Elazer, historically in ZvP, he's been renowned for being hyper greedy, for skipping spores, losing drones, losing 10, 15, 20 drones, and still being ahead economically. Like, that's the kind of player that Elazer historically has been. Nowadays, though, I feel like we've seen more spores. We've seen more of a safer, more defensive, more standard style out of Elazer in ZvP. We'll see if that holds true here. Krystianer, he will claim his third. And we're still waiting for that take of choice, whether it's a Twilight Council, a Forge, or a Robo. As Laser breaks in, Adept is in position, the Oracle as well. Oh, Jesus. Laser shouldn't get much done. So far we're settling in, just droning, saturating. Elazer, he's banking up a lot of gas actually. Interesting. So link speed, he pulled into gas a little bit earlier. Looks like Lair first after the Queen. And Krystianer's going for a standard follow-up. Forge and Twilight Council +1 and Blink most likely on the horizon here. Okay. Standard follow-up. Yeah, my attention. Oh, as the Elazer is going to go Roach Horn first here at 4:30, 4:37. So safe Roach Horn timing. as they poke in. There's that robo. Oh, okay, so it is going to be the delayed Archon drop, but in a different fashion. If you remember, I mentioned how typically when it comes to delayed Archon drops, you go for a Stargate Opener Oracle into a Robo, then into Twilight Council, and then into Templar Archives. But here was a later Robo into an earlier Council, in towards, I guess, an earlier Temple Archives. It's a little bit more disjointed here. And as you can see, Krystianer's even making a second Temple Archives by accident. So it's a little bit messy. A little bit messy. This variation does mean early +1 at least, or earlier than normal. But hopefully we can cancel that Temple Archives. And Krystianer's distracted. Archives will complete. Oh, no, there it is. Thank God. It's cancelled. And the Overlord sees everything. And do you see what I see? Overlord speed. Now, to be fair, in the previous series against Clem, we saw non-stop Overlord speed just for scouting information, but that should not be the case here. This should be for an all-in. There it is. We have Drop Lords morphing in. It should be a German taxi. Lings, Queens, Roach is going to be rattling everything across the map. Elazer is all in. And Krystianer is going to be vulnerable. Now, defensively here, Blink would be ideal, but there's no Blink. We're going +1 in charge instead. Likewise, Archons are morphing in as well. This army's not the most efficient defensively, especially not against a Roach all-in. I do favor a Elazer. I favor the initial all-in. Elazer's moving out. We'll see if Krystianer can hold. It's going to be a tough hold here. First immortal's on the way. Stasis trap is baited. And based at the stasis. The Archon is initially trading well, at least until the shields hold. Until they hold. Until they don't. And cannons are finishing. One battery only has energy, or just one battery left with energy. The Immortal will pop out. The control's been nice. Wow, they shut down the cannon. Yeah, cannon goes down. We got Vanilla Stalkers. Oof, and the first Archon falls. There's one Archon left. And Elazer is doing it. Yeah, Elazer, he has broken through, takes down both Archons. Getting himself the batteries. Some more Ravagers morphing in. That one Immortal's putting in a lot of work in the back line. On the Miles! Oh my god. The Miles pop off. And without Blink here, there's so many losses for Krystianer. The Artosis Island goes down, depowers all 4 shield batteries. No more batteries. And Elazer, he has done it. He has done it here. Has broken the 3rd base. You got Solots waddling in. Blink is still not yet done. One thing keeping Krystianer in this is that Immortal. Oh no! Oh god. As Biles connect. Biles are connecting. The Immortal should go down. So 12 more Roaches on the way. Elazer, his production here, I should say his macro is slipping a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine, but as the Immortal finally goes down, now there's only Blink Stalkers left. And again, one of the reasons why this defense was so difficult, even though Krystianer was getting ready ahead of time, is his build, right? His build of choice. As we mentioned at the time, Archon's charge, it was not really going to help defensively. Krystianer even cancelled charge to get into Blink, but also late. Delayed Immortal production, and they never had one. And Elazer's just getting ready for the second wave. The second wave, the second push. He should not be stopped. I'm here to kill the 3rd. At the same time, dropping into the main. Ambitious. These Queens are not going to get much done, but they're distracting. distracting. GG gets called, and Elazer, he takes game number 1. He takes the lead in the series. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Elazer, he was able to scout, able to confirm the build of Krystianer, and react and respond with an all-in. Again, opening up Archon and opening up Charger Archon as well. You are so vulnerable to these all-ins. Your army that you're building up is very inefficient defensively, can be very aggressive, can be very assertive, catching armies out on the map if given time, but defensively, not ideal. Not ideal with that. GG, well played. Elazer takes the lead, and now we're going to be following Elazer and Krystianer into game number 2. Going to be loading into Winter Madness. Let's go. Let us go. And can we make a series out of this? The pressure is on. Pressure is on. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg. It is Elazer. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. We go, and welcome one and all to Winter Madness. Winter Madness is a larger map of the map pool. All ins are weaker on this map, so if we were to go into an Archon drop, I would not be opposed to it. I would prefer it here on Winter Madness. Would have liked to have seen something more standard on Ruby Rock, right? Ruby Rock is known for all ins, as a smaller map, shorter rush distance by ground. Here we can go for greedier builds instead. We can cut some corners. Just trying to open up the doors. It's very hot today, very hot. And we're deep in summer here in Australia. Deep in the summer. We'll get through it. For now though, we're just getting to openers, hatch, gas pool. Everything's looking normal so far. We'll just keep an eye on the tech from Krystianer and also on the lair timing for Elazer. As we get into a larger map, this is where something like Muta play is more accessible, true. So going to Roaches followed by Mutas is more viable here for Elazer. Is an option. Based on our pylon placement, should be a Stargate. Opening up Stargates. And again, we'll see if it's going to be a Twilight Council follow-up or a Robo instead. And the Overlord immediately scouts. Elazer, he immediately does confirm it is a Stargate. Fully aware. We should soon be seeing a third expansion here from Elazer. Jordan moves out, and Krystianer, he's here to block. Oh! He's here to chase. Chasing down the drone. Elazer expanding towards Krystianer. Bold move. Goes to the Horde base. Barely does get it down in time. And going for the forward base like this does mean that Elazer, if you were to go for an all-in, actually can spread creep across the map that much faster. True. That is going to be favored, or that will help. Eyes on Elazer. Elazer. As Yorko moves out, Krystianer can now expand. Again, a pretty tame early game here for our PvZ, which is typically the case. Like, there's not often much variation in the early game in PvZ. A little bit more so in Protoss vs. Terran. Or the other matchups in general. Just kind of calming down. From here, Krystianer can move out. His goal is to look for the gases, look for any early tech, Roach Warren, Evo Chamber, Lair, to get an idea as to how Elazer wants to play. Once again, Fortune Twilight Council. I would assume this is +1 in Blink, but last game we did see he just skipped his up or delayed his upgrade. Oh my god! The Oracle take a lot of hits. 5 drones go down. Decent damage and barely gets away. Krystianer, he barely does pull out. Barely pulls away. There it is, a robot follow-up. It looks like Archons. Looks like a Temple Archives into a delayed Twilight Council upgrade. So far, this is the same build. Same build, 2 games in a row for Krystianer. Elazer going Roach Horn first. No layer yet, just now throwing it down. 447. And as you mentioned, Twilight Council, no upgrade into Temple Archives. So delayed charge in favor of the Archons. But the Archon drop is coming. This is the build that Krystianer tried to go for last game and was shut down and denied by the All-In. I would say the All-In would be as successful here as well. Steps a shade into the natural. Getting another 5 drone kills. What is that? 10 in total. Oh my god. 11 drones go down. Nice damage so far by Krystianer. Elazer, he's had a shaky early game here. Overlord goes in for the scouts, and actually he's not going for charge, he's going into blink, and we have an early immortal as well. Okay, a much safer style by Krystianer, going into blink, going into immortals. Wait, what was the purpose of the fake out, I guess? Interesting. So there's a lot going on here. As you can see, the Temple Archives means nothing. There are no Archons. There's no Archons. There's no War Prism. It looks like Krystianer's trying to make it look like the same build and then just deviate away and ideally kind of bait his opponent into an all-in. But the problem is that he gets scouted, the immortal is revealed, and Elazer, he wasn't all-in, he was teching. Hydrogen is on the way, Infestation is on the way. I do favor Elazer in this position, as Krystianer is trying to hard counter an all-in. You can see here he's throwing down more batteries, the immortals, the blink. Krystianer assumed that Elazer was going for the same build, and Elazer just rushing into lurker tech. Oof. Despite that, there's still going to be 5 drone kills, but at least I'll snipe one of the oracles. No, but he's not done. Jesus. There it is. Hive is on the way. Lurker Den as well. Taking extra gases. And Krystianer's going to make something happen soon. Hive is still on the way. Hive just a trickle out. Ooh, nice aces. Jeez. Clutch transfuse. Yeah, and the Elazer, he's holding on. He's holding on. Sure, the Stalkers, they poke in. They do get a queen. But the aces will soon run out, and Krystianer, he has to get the hell out of here. Has to pull away. And Elazer, as he's rushing into his lurkers with Hive Tech upgrades already on the way, there's no good answer. At least not right now. Immortals can trade well. Immortal Archon can be an answer to lurkers. We'll see if Krystianer can pull this up. As Krystianer is pushing, lurkers are in position. Sleek's lurkers soon to be 11 lurkers. And lurkers are revealed. Krystianer, he cannot push in. There's Revelation. At the same time, setting up for Ling Rambai. Krystianer, he rotates. Pushes it up. Ling's a premature. And Krystianer, we're going to Skytoss. Okay. Krystianer, he runs into lurkers. His answer here is to go into Skytoss. He needs time, of course, to build up. The scary thing, of course, is that Elazer should be able to push first. There should be a window in time where Elazer can move out, so before the Skytoss is ready. Should be a window here. I still let run by. Does distract. The swarms are getting up. Still only 11 lurkers. We could have seen more. Nice CranKy with the Hydras there. There is no storm. Not yet. Krystianer trying to gain ground. Elazer was out of position. At the same time, lurkers do go for the counterattack. Yeah, and bases are falling. Defensive lurkers back at home. Krystianer, he might get the expansion here. Looks like he will. But at a cost. That's Krystianer who loses the Nexus. Hydras, they lunge in. Storm is ready. There's one storm. Oh. Yeah, there's one storm available. But Krystianer cannot expand. We got creep covering the right-hand side. Nexus going down the left. Krystianer switching into carrier production. But there are plenty of Hydras. Oh no! And lurkers, they force a reaction. At the same time, Elazer just ensures there's no fourth expansion. Once again, no fourth base. Lanes, they bust into the middle line. Probes are going down, and Krystianer's just being pulled apart completely. He cannot keep up. Not like this. 11 probes going down. Krystianer, he's all in. If there are no defensive lurkers, Krystianer, he can push through. And no lurkers defensively. Drones just being thrown away. And we're going for the base trade. We're going for the base trade. Oh my god, massive storm in the mineral line. Krystianer, he does have a couple more storms. He has more storms available. And now down to what? 3 High Templar. Another storm zones away. Yeah, another storm zones. And again, this army's not going to get any bigger. This is all that's left. Oh no, the flank. Elazer coming in. Nice spread. Very nice spread. And that's all we have left. Yeah, that's all the Krystianer had left here. Losing the Immortal, the Archon, down to 1 Immortal. The Mothership trickles in. But Elazer's still making Hydras. GG gets called, and Elazer will take the series 2-0, taking down Krystianer. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, an interesting build here by Krystianer, going for, it looked to be a fake out in my eyes, to see the Temple Archives but to not go into an Archon drop. To me, and also to see the shield batteries and the Immortals, it does feel like Krystianer was expecting Elazer to go for the same all-in. If Elazer did go for the all-in, then Krystianer would just completely punish and shut it down. But Elazer macroed. Elazer, he droned up, got a 4th base, got a 5th base, got into Hive Tech, got into Lurkers instead, and Elazer outscaled. As we mentioned, once the Lurkers hit the field, Krystianer wasn't ready for it. He didn't have the economy, didn't have the setup, the tech. He was trying to go into Skytoss, but too little too late. GG. GG, well played. Whew. And with that, Elazer does claim the series, and we are going to be cutting to a short break. Here. We have 2 series left, 2 series remaining. Up next is going to be Fianta versus Harsum, followed by Clem versus Hero Marine after the break. We'll see you soon. Bye. See you soon.